You remember when sliding behind the wheel felt natural, when checking your blind spot was just a quick glance over your shoulder. Movements like these once felt automatic, effortless. Now maybe they take a little more awareness. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens gradually, one small change at a time. After 60, many of us lose flexibility in the neck and shoulders, making it harder to turn fully and see what's around us. But staying behind the wheel isn't just about transportation. It's about freedom, independence, and maintaining control over your own life. The good news? These 3 simple exercises can help preserve the physical abilities that keep you safely on the road. Stick with me through all 3. Each one strengthens the confidence and control you need to drive freely. Exercise 1. The gentle neck and shoulder release. Imagine you're backing out of a parking space at the grocery store. You need to turn your head to check behind you, glance over your shoulder to see if anyone's walking by. This simple movement that we take for granted relies on the flexibility and strength of your neck and shoulders. When these areas become stiff or restricted, your field of vision shrinks, and suddenly, driving becomes more stressful and less safe. Research published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity shows that maintaining cervical spine mobility can reduce the risk of vehicle accidents by up to 40% in drivers over 65. Your neck contains 7 small vertebrae, and the muscles surrounding them work like a sophisticated pulley system. When these muscles become tight from years of forward head posture or simply from the natural aging process, they limit your ability to turn your head fully. This exercise gently restores that lost range of motion while strengthening the supporting muscles. Let's begin with the gentle neck and shoulder release. Sit comfortably in your chair with your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Imagine a string attached to the crown of your head, gently pulling you up toward the ceiling. This isn't about forcing perfect posture, but rather about finding your natural upright alignment. Rest your hands softly on your thighs, letting your shoulders settle into a comfortable position. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely. As you exhale slowly through your mouth, let your chin drift gently toward your chest. Don't force this movement. Think of it as a flower slowly nodding in a gentle breeze. Hold this position for 3 slow breaths, feeling a gentle stretch along the back of your neck. Now breathe in as you slowly lift your head back to center. On your next exhale, imagine you're trying to touch your right ear to your right shoulder. Don't lift your shoulder up to meet your ear. Instead, let your head move slowly to the side while your shoulders remain relaxed and level. Feel the gentle stretch along the left side of your neck. Breathe here for 3 counts. Inhale as you return your head to center. Then exhale as you repeat the movement to your left side. Your left ear moves toward your left shoulder while your right shoulder stays relaxed and down. Again, hold this gentle stretch for 3 breaths, noticing how the muscles along the right side of your neck begin to lengthen and release. For those who are just beginning or have limited neck mobility, you can modify this exercise by making smaller movements. Perhaps your head only moves a quarter of the way toward each shoulder. That's perfectly fine. Your range of motion will gradually improve over time. If you're feeling more adventurous and your neck feels comfortable, you can add a gentle rotation. After completing the side stretches, slowly turn your head to look over your right shoulder as if you're checking your blind spot. Hold for 3 breaths, then slowly turn to look over your left shoulder. The most common mistake people make with this exercise is moving too quickly or forcing the stretch. Your neck muscles have been in certain patterns for years or even decades. They need gentle, patient encouragement to change, not aggressive manipulation. Another mistake is holding your breath during the movements. Remember, your breath is your partner in this exercise. It helps relax your nervous system and allows your muscles to release more effectively. Think of this exercise as maintenance for your personal freedom. Every time you perform these gentle neck stretches, you're preserving your ability to drive safely, to turn and greet a friend, to look up at a beautiful sky, or to check on grandchildren playing in your backyard. These simple movements maintain the flexibility that keeps you connected to the world around you. Exercise 2. The Seated Core Stabilizer. Picture yourself driving down a winding country road. As you navigate each gentle curve, your body naturally adjusts to maintain balance and control. This isn't just your hands turning the steering wheel. Your entire core, those deep muscles that wrap around your midsection like a natural corset, works constantly to keep you stable and in control of the vehicle. When these muscles weaken, every bump in the road, every turn, every sudden stop becomes more challenging to navigate safely. The American Journal of Preventive Medicine published findings showing that adults who maintain core strength after age 60 are 60% less likely to experience back pain during long periods of sitting, including extended driving sessions. Your core isn't just about your abdominal muscles. It includes your deep stabilizing muscles, your lower back muscles, and even your pelvic floor. These muscles work together like the foundation of a house, providing stability for everything else your body does. When your core is strong and stable, you can sit comfortably for longer periods without developing that nagging lower back ache that makes every drive feel like an endurance test. You can react more quickly if you need to brake suddenly or swerve slightly to avoid a pothole. Most importantly, you maintain the physical confidence that makes driving feel natural rather than stressful. Let's work on the Seated Core Stabilizer. Begin in your chair with your feet planted firmly on the floor. Imagine roots growing down from the soles of your feet, anchoring you to the earth. Sit toward the front edge of your chair, not relying on the backrest for support. This isn't about forcing a rigid military posture, but about finding your own strong, natural alignment. Place your hands gently on your ribcage, just below your chest. This hand placement will help you feel the subtle engagement of your deep core muscles. Take a slow breath in, allowing your ribcage to expand naturally under your hands. As you exhale, imagine you're gently drawing your belly button toward your spine. This isn't a dramatic sucking in of your stomach, but rather a gentle, internal lift and support. Think of it like putting on a supportive belt that's exactly the right tightness. Not so loose that it provides no support, but not so tight that it restricts your breathing or movement. You should be able to continue breathing normally while maintaining this gentle core engagement. Hold this subtle contraction for 5 seconds while breathing naturally, then relax for 3 seconds. This is 1 repetition. The breathing pattern is crucial for this exercise. As you inhale, allow your core to soften slightly, but don't completely let go of that supportive feeling. As you exhale, gently re-engage that deep support system. It's like a gentle wave of engagement that flows with your natural breathing rhythm. For beginners or those who haven't focused on core work before, start by simply practicing the breathing pattern without worrying about the muscle engagement. Place your hands on your ribs and practice taking slow, deep breaths, feeling how your ribcage expands and contracts naturally. Once this feels comfortable, begin to add the gentle drawing and sensation on each exhale. If you're ready for more challenge, you can add a small movement component. While maintaining that gentle core engagement, slowly lift 1 foot about 2 inches off the floor. Hold for 3 seconds while continuing to breathe normally, then lower that foot and lift the other. This challenges your core to maintain stability while your limbs are moving, much like what happens when you're operating the pedals in your car. The biggest mistake people make with this exercise is trying too hard. They hold their breath, clench their jaw, or create so much tension that they can't maintain the position comfortably. Remember, this is about building endurance and stability, not about creating maximum tension. You should be able to carry on a conversation while maintaining this gentle core support. Another common error is relying on the larger surface muscles instead of the deeper stabilizing muscles. If you find your shoulders hiking up toward your ears or your upper abdominals bulging outward, you're working too hard with the wrong muscles. Think instead about that gentle, internal lift and support. like an invisible hand gently supporting your spine from within. This exercise translates directly to every moment you spend in your car. When your core is strong and stable, long drives become more comfortable. Your back doesn't ache after a trip to visit family. You don't feel exhausted after navigating busy traffic. Most importantly, you maintain the physical resilience that allows you to drive confidently and safely no matter where you need to go. Exercise 3, the supported leg strengthener. Think about the subtle but crucial movements your legs make every time you drive. Pressing the accelerator with just the right amount of pressure to merge smoothly onto the highway. Quickly moving your foot from the gas to the brake when traffic suddenly slows. Lifting your leg to step out of the car after arriving at your destination. These movements require a combination of strength, coordination, and endurance that we rarely think about until they become more challenging. Research from the International Journal of Occupational Safety and Ergonomics demonstrates that leg strength is directly correlated with reaction time in older drivers. When your leg muscles are strong and responsive, you can react up to 30% faster in emergency situations. This isn't just about the large muscles in your thighs, but also about the smaller stabilizing muscles that help you maintain precise control over the pedals. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass in our legs at a rate of about 3 to 8% per decade after age 30, with the rate accelerating after 60. But here's the encouraging news. This loss is largely preventable and even reversible with the right kind of gentle, consistent exercise. When you maintain leg strength, you preserve not only your ability to drive safely, but also your ability to walk confidently, climb stairs without hesitation, and get up from chairs with ease. Let's practice the supported leg strengthener. This exercise works your quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of your thighs, as well as your hamstrings at the back of your thighs, and your calf muscles. All of these muscle groups work together every time you drive, maintaining your position in the seat and controlling the pedals with precision. Sit in your chair with your back gently supported and your feet flat on the floor. Your knees should be bent at about a 90-degree angle with your thighs parallel to the floor. If your chair is too high and your feet don't comfortably reach the floor, place a small stool or even a thick book under your feet. Proper positioning is essential for both safety and effectiveness. Rest your hands on the sides of your chair for light support, but don't grip tightly. Think of your hands as gentle guides rather than primary sources of support. The work should come from your legs, with your hands simply helping you maintain balance and confidence. Take a slow, deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly straighten your right leg, lifting your foot until your leg is parallel to the floor. Don't rush this movement. Imagine you're moving through thick, warm honey with control and intention. Your foot should be flexed, with your toes pointing toward the ceiling, as if you're gently pressing against an invisible wall. Hold this position for 3 to 5 seconds, continuing to breathe naturally. You should feel a gentle contraction in the muscles at the front of your thigh, but this shouldn't be painful or cause you to hold your breath. If you feel strain, lower your leg slightly until you find a comfortable position where you can maintain control. Slowly lower your leg back to the starting position, taking the same amount of time to lower as you did to lift. This controlled lowering, called the eccentric phase, is just as important as the lifting phase for building strength and stability. Repeat this movement 5 to 8 times with your right leg, then switch to your left leg for the same number of repetitions. For those who are new to this type of exercise or have limited leg strength, you can modify the movement by lifting your leg only part way. Perhaps you lift your foot just 6 inches off the floor instead of fully straightening your leg. You can also reduce the number of repetitions, starting with just 3 or 4 per leg and gradually building up over time. If you're ready for more challenge, you can add an ankle circle component. After straightening your leg and holding the position, slowly rotate your ankle clockwise 3 times, then counterclockwise 3 times. This addition works the smaller muscles in your lower leg and ankle, improving the fine motor control that's essential for smooth pedal operation. Another progression is to add a gentle resistance. You can place a small pillow or rolled towel under your knee and press down against it while lifting your foot. This engages your core muscles more actively and mimics the resistance you might encounter when pressing the brake pedal firmly. The most common mistake with this exercise is using momentum instead of controlled muscle contraction. Some people swing their leg up quickly and let gravity pull it down just as fast. This doesn't build the kind of strength and control you need for safe driving. Instead, focus on smooth, controlled movements in both directions. Another frequent error is holding the breath during the exertion. Remember, in real-life driving situations, you need to maintain normal breathing while your legs are working. Practice this same breathing pattern during your exercise. Breathe normally throughout the movement, using your exhale to help engage your core and provide stability. Some people also make the mistake of gripping the chair too tightly or hunching their shoulders up toward their ears. Your upper body should remain relaxed and supported while your legs do the work. If you find yourself creating tension in your neck, shoulders, or arms, pause and reset your position before continuing. This exercise directly translates to every aspect of driving safely and comfortably. When your leg muscles are strong and responsive, you can quickly move your foot from the accelerator to the brake if needed. You can maintain steady pressure on the pedals during long drives without fatigue. Getting in and out of your car becomes easier and more confident. Most importantly, you preserve the physical capability that allows you to maintain your independence and go wherever you need or want to go. Outro. Each movement you've practiced today brings you one step closer to maintaining the strength, flexibility, and control that keep you safely behind the wheel. These aren't just exercises, they're investments in your continued freedom and independence. These 3 simple movements can easily become part of your daily routine. Perhaps you do the neck and shoulder release while your morning coffee is brewing. Maybe the core stabilizer becomes something you practice while watching the evening news. The leg strengthener might fit perfectly into those few minutes before you head out for errands. Like brushing your teeth or combing your hair, these exercises can become natural, automatic parts of your day. The beautiful thing about these movements is that they don't require a gym membership, expensive equipment, or complicated schedules. They require only a few minutes of your time and the commitment to taking care of the body that has carried you this far in life. If these exercises helped you feel more confident about maintaining your driving abilities, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment with the number 3 if you're planning to try all 3 exercises this week. Your engagement helps me know that this content is reaching the people who need it most. Consider subscribing if you'd like more gentle, practical exercises designed specifically for adults who want to age with strength, dignity, and independence. And if you have a friend or family member who might benefit from these movements, please share this video with them. Sometimes the greatest gift we can give someone is the knowledge that it's never too late to maintain or even improve our physical capabilities. Remember, staying behind the wheel isn't just about the mechanics of driving. It's about maintaining your connection to the world, your ability to visit loved ones, your freedom to explore new places, or simply run everyday errands on your own terms. These exercises help preserve not just your physical abilities, but your sense of autonomy and self-determination. It's never too late to get stronger, more flexible, or more stable, and you don't have to do it alone. Every time you practice these movements, you're joining a community of people who refuse to let age define their limitations. You're choosing to invest in your future self, ensuring that the road ahead remains open and full of possibilities.